Okay, good afternoon everybody and welcome to St George's Park for this media conference with New England call-up Eddie Nketiah. We'll start with the live section with Rob Dorset from Sky Sports News. When you're ready, Rob.
Eddie, lovely to see you. Congratulations first and foremost.
Thank you.
Big moment for you. How special is it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think a really proud moment for me, my family and friends. It's been quite the journey here, you know, a lot of ups and downs. So I think this is obviously the pinnacle for an English player to get called up for a senior team. So I'm really happy to be here and just looking forward to the week ahead.
You know this place so well. Under 18s, under 19s, under 20s, all-time leading goal scorer for England in the 21s. But does this feel different, being here with the senior team?
Yeah, obviously I've been here a few times, but it does feel different. It's that extra special, you know. I think you're here, you're mixing obviously with great players, obviously with a great manager as well. So it's just that sense of pride to be here and, you know, progress through the age groups is obviously a nice feeling, and obviously to get here is a nice step. So now, like I said, I'm really happy to be here, proud to be here, and looking forward to helping the team.
Does it make it a bit easier, though, the fact that you know the environment so well, you know a lot of the staff around the place?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I've trained the seniors a couple of times during that period, so now it makes it really nice. Obviously, I know some of the players via either playing with them or playing against them, so a few friendly and familiar faces always help settle in. But all the boys and staff are really nice and really supportive, so I felt at home once I've come in, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to the week ahead.
Good man. You're eligible to play for Ghana as well, of course, and I think they've made it pretty clear they were desperate for you to pledge your allegiance to them, shall we say. Was it ever an option in your mind?
Yeah, I think obviously both sides are obviously always an option. I think naturally coming through the academy at England, obviously you have that aspiration to play here, and like I said, once the call-up was there and the offer was on the table, it was really hard to turn down, and something which I felt was obviously the natural progression for myself at this stage, and I felt now was a good time to kind of make that step. So obviously I'm really happy to be here and proud to be here, like I said, and hopefully I can go on and help the team this week and get some caps.
What's it been like training with Harry Kane, and has he had anything to say to you yet?
Yeah, it's been really good. Obviously he's a world-class striker. Today was my first session, so I'm sure I'll be in his ear all week, you know, getting tips and learning. I think that's another great opportunity to come away, learn, you know, and improve yourself, and, you know, see what other strikers, top strikers do, how they prepare for games. So I'm really looking forward to the week, and obviously he's a great player, and hopefully obviously we can do well and help the team this week.
Easier for you to spend some time with him because he's not a Tottenham player, really, anymore.
Yeah, I think it makes the conversation a little bit easier, obviously, now that he's made the move over. But like I said, he's a fantastic player, and obviously wish him all the best in his next chapter.
Look, you've had lots of appearances for Arsenal last season, but a lot of them were as sub, and that must have been more difficult for you. But you've been first choice for Mikel Arteta so far this season, 3 out of the 4 anyway. What does that do for your confidence?
Yeah, I think it's great. I've worked really hard. Obviously, I had good moments last season where I came in and played and had a run, and obviously this season started 3 out of the 4 games. So I've been happy with my performances. Obviously, scored a few goals and helped the team. And yeah, it's really good as a striker. You want that kind of consistency to be playing week in, week out. I think with every game you improve, you learn more, and you get more comfortable. And obviously, as a striker, you need that rhythm, that kind of game time, that play. So I've enjoyed it. I'm really happy to obviously be playing and getting minutes, and hopefully it can continue, you know, and I can continue to help the team.
As well as that, you come into the camp off the big boost of that big win over Manchester United, which the manager and the fans seem to, and the players seem to think was a big one. Just how big was it? Just how important was it?
Yeah, it was massive. Obviously, United, we know the kind of history we have in that game, and we know how important those 3 points are, and all 3 points are. So it was a really great moment for us to obviously get the win and do it in that fashion. Last-minute winners was obviously really good. So now it's good, and it's set up a nice feel, obviously, going into the international break, so we can come back and carry on that form.
Eddie, when you heard the news, where were you, and what was your reaction?
I was at home, you know. Luckily, we had the day off, so I was at home, and thankfully all my family were at my house and one of my mates. So obviously when I got the text, it was surreal. Obviously, I'm usually a calm guy, but I did, you know, lose a bit of composure for a tad second. So now it was an amazing moment. Obviously all my family were really emotional. Like I said, it's been a long journey, worked really hard to get up to this point. So it's really nice to kind of have that step and recognition.
Can you remember what you said? How surprised were you?
You know what, I can't remember what I exactly said. I don't think I said much. I was just looking at my phone, just checking every detail to make sure it said selected. So now it's really nice, and obviously my parents are really emotional, obviously, because they sacrificed a lot for me to get here. So it was just really nice to see that kind of happiness and that pride on their faces, obviously, and know that it's been a special moment to be able to share that with them.
And obviously, you're the record goal scorer for the under-21s. How confident are you that you'll be able to make that step up, and what do you think the biggest differences will be playing at senior level?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident. Obviously, I'm playing for a great club, big club myself at Arsenal, so I'm used to obviously these tough games. I think obviously it will be a different and new experience, and one that I'll relish and cherish. So yeah, it's just about doing as well as I can, showing my quality in this week, and hopefully getting the opportunity to go out there and help the team.
Hi, Eddie. You're obviously in the squad with your Arsenal teammate Bukayo Saka. What did he say to you once you received your call-up?
Yeah, he was buzzing. He was so happy for me and all the other boys at Coney and staff as well. So, to be fair, he told me during the week he thinks I have a good chance of making the squad. So, you know, it was fingers crossed. And when I had that call, and obviously I was able to tell him the next day, he was really happy for me. So, like I said, it's great to be here, and obviously be here with some familiar faces always helps.
You said there, Bukayo said you were in a good chance of making the squad. Maybe to some people, you were surprise inclusion. Did you think it was coming yourself?
Yeah, so I try to focus on myself and on the present and my club, and I feel like if you're doing the right things at club, which I think I have been doing, and hopefully I can continue to do, those things will naturally come. So, like I said, it was a pleasant surprise, and one that obviously I've been working hard for, not just this season, throughout the years, and I think obviously step by step you get closer and closer.
You had a little bit of a wait from the England under-21s to make your step up. Do you think that will actually help you, though? You're more established as a player and you play a lot of senior football now.
Yeah, I think obviously I'm a much better player than I was obviously maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So that's really nice, and obviously I think I'm coming in at a good time, obviously in a good moment. So I feel confident, I feel ready, and I know I'm going to continue to improve. That's the thing. I'm still young. I'm humble enough to know I'm obviously not the finished article. So coming away with these players and being able to show my quality and learn from them will be good for me to improve and continue to take those steps in my career.
Having Harry Kane ahead of you, someone's always really hard to compete with, and there's a group of strikers behind, isn't there? Callum Wilson, Ollie Watkins, always trying to get in there. Do you see yourself within that group, and you have what it takes to keep in the squad?
Yeah, I think once you're here, obviously the aim is to continue to come here. You know, I think that happens through good performances at club level, being consistent, and you know, helping the team as much as possible. So I definitely believe in myself, and I know if I get the opportunity, I'll be able to hopefully show that.
Hi Eddie, I know how much confidence you have in yourself, but you said you know that you can improve. What is it you think you can improve on to get the consistency that you want at club, and then to make sure you get called up regularly? Yeah,
I think it's just in everything, every department of a striker. I think it's a position which comes with age, and I think obviously one that through experience you learn and you get better. You know, you learn the moments, how to participate, how to you know, do what in certain scenarios and against different teams. So I think with time and obviously getting more experience in more game time at club football and getting that confidence and more goals obviously will naturally boost you obviously into the good position. So I think with that and obviously with age I'll improve and continue to take those steps. Have you got a list of questions for Harry Kane when you do get to pull him aside? I might have a few notes in my phone, so let's see. Obviously, like I said, it's just good to be here, not just Harry, there's loads of great attacking players, so naturally just being able to be around them and obviously see what they do and what little things I do differently and where I can kind of steal a few things will obviously be nice to experience. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Back to Mark Manbright.
Hi, Eddie. Everyone talks about, obviously, now you're competing with Harry Kane, but at club level, you've now played with Gabriel Jesus. Has that made you a better player, training and playing with someone like of his quality?
Yeah, of course. I think Gabby's a fantastic player and obviously a great guy off the pitch. We get on really well. So, no, obviously, it's nice to be competing with someone of that standard, and it's only going to do good things for myself and him. We both know that we both want to do the same thing, which is help the team, you know, contribute, score goals. So I think naturally we push each other in training, we push each other in games, you know, we're competing. So obviously we know that, and it's healthy and friendly competition. We know that sometimes we're going to both play together, sometimes I might play, sometimes he might play, but we have that good relationship that we always support each other. And, you know, like we said, we all want the same thing, which is to help Arsenal. So I'm sure hopefully it'll be a great season for the both of us.
You made your Arsenal debut 6 years ago, I think. Like you said, I think you're probably the youngest person in the room, to be fair, but that was a long time ago. And since then, we've seen Bukayo and Emil come through at the academy after you and get into the team and then make the England team and play for England. Did at any point were you ever worried that your ship had sailed in that regard when you've seen these young guys coming through before you?
Well, not at all. I think obviously I'm still young. Obviously everyone's journey is different, so I think that's the thing of these day and age. You know, I think everyone needs to kind of just focus on their own story and their own journey and not look at anyone else's. You know, I think our career paths have been totally different. We've had different opportunities at different times. So, like I said, I've always been someone that trusts in good timing and trusts in myself and believe in the process, that it's step by step, and it might not always happen exactly when you want it, but if you keep putting in the work and doing the right things, it will come. And I believe it's all in good timing, and when it's your time, it will be your time.
And just finally, someone else you've travelled here with is Declan Rice. Did we see on Sunday why he's worth £105 million?
It's not for me to judge how much he's worth, but he's a great player, man, and a great lad, and he's been an amazing addition to the team. I think he had a wonderful performance, not just the goal, obviously his all performance, and like I said, he's going to help us so much, and we're really happy to have him obviously in the team. And for me personally, I get on with him really well, so it's nice to have him around the dressing room. And yeah, like I said, hopefully he can have a big season and help us a lot this year.
Forward to James Ali.
Hi Eddie. You've spoken before about Ian Wright giving you bits of advice throughout your career. Would you describe him as a mentor? Has he been that influential for you?
Yeah, I think obviously he's given me obviously a lot of advice over the years. There's been other guys as well, obviously Thierry, a lot of ex-pros are in and around the environment and the training ground. So I try to pick up as much as I can from anyone, and obviously players and strikers of his calibre who have had careers like that. It's always nice to speak and kind of learn and bounce ideas off. So that's been nice, and it's been supportive, and I'm grateful for all the obviously ex-pros that's been in touch, obviously that have helped me and allowed me to continue taking steps in my career.
I mean, Ian, obviously in particular, he's played for England, he's made the transition that you're about to make. Have you spoken to him about playing for England's senior team?
Not yet, to be fair. I saw him obviously, we did a shoot not too long ago, so I was just speaking about the start to the season, obviously saying how well I've done. So now I'm sure we'll obviously speak over time, and like I said, I'm grateful for all the support I get from obviously Ian and all the others as well.
And just finally for me, now you're here, how much is being a part of the Euro 2024 squad a target for you now?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a target for all of us here. I think once you get here, you want to stay here and be here consistently. So it's going to give me that extra motivation throughout the year. Obviously, I know we've got to focus on what's ahead, the games coming up, and getting qualified first, and then doing well for my club. Naturally, those things will help me get to where I want to get to. So obviously, if I do the right things, hopefully I can be part of that.
Thanks, James. Okay, we'll end the live section.